Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. I have a comment here from TikTok I want to respond to, and you can respond to it as well. My channel is about marriage to a Filipina, a woman from the Philippines, something I think men should consider if they have not been able to find a wife where they are. I did that back in 2015, still married today. This person here's comment was, should have kept her where she lived. The Philippines. They just want money. And this was in response to that video about my wife cheating on me, but the video was about, designer brands, Michael Kors and so on, people like that. As far as, I wanted to focus here on this phrase, just want money. And that can't be true because, well, look at me. If my Filipina just wanted money, she would have left me 3.5 years ago when I had to retire early. Certainly wasn't planning on it. Certainly wasn't getting Social Security. And so that is not true there. She came over here saying she wanted to work right off the bat. I knew that coming in. Her desire was to work and that she was going to work hard at whatever her job was. And she's doing a lot better than she thought she was going to do. I think she underestimated her skills and talent a bit, but I try to help her achieve as much as she can. She's an excellent leader, has elite people skills, great work ethic, very bright woman. So that's why she's done so well. She didn't come here expecting anything to be given to her. And she's making good money. I would love to tell you, but she wouldn't be happy with me for that. But she makes good money, especially for only being here like 8 years, She got here in January of 2016, so probably not even that. And she's still here. She could have left. She's got her citizenship now. She had that, I think, back in 2020 when COVID was striking. And she's still with me now. So it's not just about the money. There are Filipinas living with, their husbands in the Philippines. And you can see these people's videos on YouTube. They don't have a lot of money, but they still have the Filipina, and for all we know, they are happy and they will stay together. You see, it's not just the money. Any woman is attracted to and values other things. Can you think of some besides money? Things like honesty, things like loyalty, things like sense of humor, able to keep things light. They value things like wanting to understand her. They value things like having good communication skills. They value giving her, some freedom and independence, not stifling her. They value them wanting them to have babies, female friends. Maybe she wants to work, maybe she wants to go to school, maybe she wants to drive. They just also value a man that can make them feel safe. And there's just too many guys that are married to women from the Philippines who aren't loaded. So it's not just the money. Women in any culture can marry for money, and they all do. I mean, they're not going to marry somebody that's dead broke and not interested in working. They will never do that. That's just not in their nature. God did not make them that way. They want somebody that can provide for them. And as the case with Filipinas, these guys don't have to provide for them the moon. They just have to provide something for them, enough to make them feel safe. So let me know if you know of any other attributes, things that a foreigner offers a woman from the Philippines. I mean, some kind of security. Like I said, loyalty is a big thing. I'm sure there are other things, but this comment you see all the time, they only want the money. Well, if that were true, then there would be nobody like me or nobody like other Philam couples we know where it's not all about the money. And if the Filipina comes to Western countries, she's probably going to work, or else you're not going to be able to afford to live. A place like America, very expensive. My wife wants to work anyway. Even if I had $10 million, she would still want to work. At least that's what she says. She says she's going to work if, I die and she goes back to the Philippines. She says she'll still want to work. I'd like to think that, she would change her mind over that. But, Filipinos are hard workers. They often can make their own money in the United States, and I think they are desired because they're good workers, and they can make money here and live with a foreign man and live in the Philippines with guys who are on a retirement, living on a pension. They don't have a lot. Their earning days are in the past, and so they're trying to make their money last with this woman, but she still has more than she's ever had. And they just don't go divorcing men left or right. So I'm never going to convince probably a majority of people that it's not all about the money. They can think that way if they want. All I can do is make a video every once in a while and push back on that a little bit and say, no, it's much more complicated than that. Work on yourself, improve yourself. Yes, be able to provide, but be able to provide some of those other things that I mentioned earlier in this video to your love beyond the sea.